After several days of VR 180 music video shooting with the Canon R5 5.2mm f2.8 L Dual Fisheye lens using the Canon R5 body in both the studio controlled environment and out in nature in front of a waterfall, I learned so much of this VR 180 setup in a practical, hands-on kind of way, and I have so much information I want to share with you. So don't hit the buy button just yet until you watch this in-depth review all the way through and understand what you are getting yourself into. If you already ordered this Canon VR 180 setup, the second part of this tutorial series is an in-depth shooting guide from an award-winning VR filmmakers to show you how to shoot, how to edit, and how to release your VR 180 video onto YouTube VR or Oculus TV inside a VR headset. We will even cover ways to solve the overheating issue and ways to move your VR 180 camera without causing motion sickness in VR, like what you see right here using the MOST slide pad. This review and tutorial are based on two VR 180 music video I shot, link right here. I will highly recommend watching them first with your Oculus Quest 2 VR headset to get an idea what you can get from the Canon VR 180 camera setup. If you are back from the metaverse and ready for the review, let's go! Hey, what's up everybody? Your boy Hugh here is back from another VR camera review in 2022. I hope you have a great New Year celebration and a relaxing holiday break. If you have not already, please consider subscribing to this channel and give this video a big thumb up to support your boy as well. It does not cost you anything, but it means so much to me. Thank you. So, from a design standpoint, why the Canon VR 180 system is better than the Zcam K2 Pro, FM Duo, Insta360 EVO, or any system that comes before it? Because this dual fisheye lens allows a single big full-frame sensor to capture both left and right eyes, so the images are perfectly gen-locked with exact exposure, white balance, and color. Another reason is potentially upgradable. So your investment holds its value. This is just a lens. Like any other lens, you can put on to a different camera body. Right now, this dual fisheye lens only works with the Canon R5 right here, but it is safe to guess that it will also work with the Canon R5C, which hopefully will be released by the time you're watching this video. I tested it on my Canon C70 right here, which is a Super 35 sensor cinema camera. It works. You see the dual fisheye image, but it is cropped. If you have a full frame sensor like the Canon R3, the upcoming R1, or better, the new red cinema camera, V-RAPTOR, it will potentially work thanks to the lens full manual focus feature. If you have a Canon R3, let me know if that works for you. Using an unsupported camera means you will not be able to stitch using the official Canon VR Utility app or the official EOS VR plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro. But in the upcoming tutorials, I will teach you how to stitch it with the Mystical VR solution, or better, with the DaVinci Resolve Fusion using the free Carter VR plugin. So essentially, you are only spending $2,000 more to have a VR 180 feature. Not a bad deal for the professional content creator at least. Right now is a good time to make a disclaimer. This video and any of my Canon video are not sponsored or supported by Canon itself. All opinion in this video is my own, based on my own knowledge, independent research, testing, and filming experience. Canon, at the time of recording, stated that clearly the dual fisheye lens only work with Canon R5. My job is to figure out how to make it work with other cameras in the upcoming tutorials. The dual fisheye lens is built on Canon R5, which has a total 8192 by 4096 resolution. It is higher than Zcam K2 Pro, Insta2C Evo, and the View XR. It is not higher than the FM Duo though, which is 12K. From a usability standpoint, this lens is very easy to use. There's one giant focus ring in the middle to focus both left and right eyes together. It is manual focus like any other cinema lens, but it is very easy to focus, as I will show you how on the tutorial part. There's a trick to it to help you nail focus every time you shoot. You do need to use the included hex key to make sure the left and right eyes are in the exact same focus, especially when you're first receiving the camera from the package. People worry the left and right eyes lens will drift focus easily. That is not the case. After adjusting the focus once, I brought this bad boy with me hiking to a remote filming location near a river and climbed up in front of a massive waterfall. Then the next day, I took an 8-hour flight back to Los Angeles, went directly to a nightclub to film another VR music video all day. And in here, Kimchi actually bumped into the lens when I am filming and test the next day. It is still perfectly focused, no problem. Yes, it is recommended to check your left and right eyes focus every time you shoot, but you really need to adjust them. Talking about a waterfall, this is the only weather seal and splash proof VR180 setup in the market. If you are an outdoor videographer like me, love to push the limit, this is a great outdoor VR180 camera, just like the Insta2C Evo. By the way, I highly recommend check out the final result of this music video. It looks so cool when the water was flying in your eyes in 3D 180 in a slow push-in using the Moses slide pod. Look at this lens cap. This is the most sophisticated lens cap I have ever seen. You can tell the detailed attention to details Canon put into the lens. It is so easy to put on and take off the lens cap, so you have no excuse not to protect your investment by putting the lens cap back on when you are not filming, especially when you are under the sun. This is like a giant magnifying glasses. If you don't want the sun to damage your sensor, put the lens cap on. So, the dual fisheye lens is very nice in theory and very easy to shoot with. But how is the actual image quality? Let's find out. If you have not already, you should check this video in your Oculus Quest 2 VR headset. The direct Oculus TV link is in the top right corner right here. You won't be able to see 3D 180 unless you are watching this inside a VR headset. From top to bottom, we have FM Duo in S-Log 12K, downsample to 8K, Canon in C-Log 3, Zcam K2 Pro, and Insta2C Evo. We go ahead and zoom in 400% on Kitty and the focus chart. You can tell the FM Duo has the best detail because of the 12K resolution, but Canon comes to close second. K2 Pro breaks down on Kitty's face in that distance and her lips are losing in the detail. Insta2C Evo is the worst. Kitty just looked like a Minecraft character. Consider FM Duo is a $20,000 US camera, the Canon is doing pretty good. Both Canon and K2 Pro have visible digital noise though. This is because we are shooting at C-Log 3. It's okay to have some noise in cinema camera. We can easily remove that in post-production, which I will show you in the next tutorial. On the edge of the lens, FM Duo has chromatic aberration. Canon's and K2 Pro does not have chromatic aberration issue, but K2 Pro is not as sharp as Canon on the edge. You can see this pixel pattern showing in the K2 Pro around the green light tube right here. So, after multiple testing and send the footage to Mexico VR at Spain for further examination and template generation, we both conclude that this fisheye lens is the most linear fisheye lens we came across. There is visually no fisheye distortion. In terms of lens quality, there is no doubt Canon is the best just like their Canon EF 8 to 50mm F2.8 L fisheye lens. Let's go a little more technical to examine the raw fisheye inside the Canon R5 body. There is a 60 pixel gap between the left and right eye circle. A usable fisheye circle is about 4015 pixels. This including the lens. This means the final resolution of 8192 by 4096 output provided by the EOS VR plugin for Adobe Premiere Pro is slightly upscaled render. Basically, the final height of the image should be always smaller than the height of the original image circle. But here, 4069 is larger than 1415, so the Canon official render is an upscaled image. This is a very normal practice for all manufacturers, so it is totally okay. You will see the right lens in your left image circle and vice versa. Compared to FM Duo or Zcam K2 Pro, the sticking out part of the lens is a lot smaller in Canon. Because the edge of the lens is in VR180 side-by-side stereo setup, it has zero parallax. We can easily copy the right eye image to cover the left eye image like so, and vice versa. So in theory, and in practice, we can remove the lens in post-production to get the full 180-degree FOV. I will show you how in my next tutorial. This is a side-by-side stereo rig. If you turn your head and look to the left or right, the stereo disparity is not the same as real life compared to circular 3D camera rig like the Insta260 Titan or the Canon Obsidian Pro. You lost stereo and see vertical parallax whenever you turn your head inside a VR headset. So in filming, you never want to put your talent too far away from the center to minimize eye strain within VR. As you see here inside VR headset, when you're on left top and left bottom area will create vertical parallax. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my original explanation here on demystifying VR180, the parallax issue, the workflow, and the techniques. This is something you need to understand before buying this lens. Be smarter than other consumers. Learn about why before following the hype. Learn it here from this professor. You also see 1 to 2 pixel vertical misalignment here, but it's totally okay. The lens communicates with your Canon R5 body right here and generate matter to adjust this vertical misalignment to remove vertical parallax in the final render. You can find this feature after importing the footage in Premiere. Under Effects Control on the Source tab right here, make sure the parallax correction is turned on. If you do not use the official plugin, then you need to manually correct the parallax issue inside Filmmakers VR, PT GUI, or DaVinci Resolve Fusion. I will explain how in great detail in my next VR180 with any camera post-production tutorial. So, in conclusion, the Canon RF 5.2mm is a great lens to purchase if you know what you are doing in VR180 filmmaking. It's more affordable than investing a full VR180 camera setup like the $20,000 FM Duo right here. If you don't know what you are doing in VR180 filmmaking though, or you don't know how to use this lens correctly, stay tuned for the second part of this in-depth shooting tutorial coming up next. Link right here. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumb up. I will see you in the in-depth VR180 shooting tutorial next.